We can't grow in this cold. We can't grow in this cold. What shall I do? Where shall I go? What shall I do? Where shall I go? Say goodbye. Say goodbye. It's winter
Alright, well, I'm like way off. Hold up. Let me try to fix this. Don't really want to sit on top of my monitor, but I might have to. Yeah, I'm gonna set up on the monitor. Alright. Alright, there we go. Alright, how we all doing, folks? Moonshadow, Ravond, Scormy's Gating, Raymond Del Rosa. Sorry if I mispronounced it. Well, hello all. Yeah, I can add you in Discord as well, Scormies. Man, how are y'all doing? Are we still shedding tears over the ending of G4, or are we all over it now? Hold on, let me try to zoom out this cam a little bit. I can find where to open it. Don't know if I can do it while I'm streaming. Oh well, just have to try and deal with it. Alright. I'm doing well. Tears of joy. Finally done. Get rid of it. Alright. Mic a little bit closer. What is it? Let me see if I can get that real quick. Let's see. Aesthetically thankful. 1451. It's saying it's wrong. Hey, Scorn Force. Final problem, yeah, it felt. I mean, it felt like a regular episode, but I wouldn't have changed anything about it, the way it ended. And I'm sure a lot of people would have preferred something different for the way it ended, but I was definitely, I felt like it was a good send off for it, so I'm happy with it. So yeah, am I gonna be? Let me grab that. Sorry, trying to get the Discord invites out of the way. Oh, wow, you actually had those little roses as part of your name. Okay. I've never seen that before. Alright. Haven't seen any of season 9 yet. Wow. Oh, yeah, but yeah, okay. No, I definitely understand why. I mean, it kind of was, but yeah, let's just leave it at that because we obviously have people in here who haven't watched the finale yet, so let's not try to spoil too much of it. But yeah, so yeah, see, I already got a question of whether I'm gonna react to G5. But before I answer that, let me go ahead and get going with the stream. So, uh, yeah, so obviously this is just gonna be me talking for maybe about 30 minutes to an hour about what I'm gonna be doing now that G4 is done. Um, got some ideas of stuff I want to try doing now, but just go ahead, get out the way because I already know I've already been asked this a couple of times, so I want to go ahead and address it. Am I done with G4 and Brony content in general? Hell no. I'm still with this. I'm still going to be watching it and any fan made content. Hell, I've still got all the Australia Bronies reactions that I want to react to. I actually just went ahead and recorded 2 more of those now that they've been getting their reactions unblocked. So I'm going to be continuing on with that. So basically going back through G4 some more. But yeah, I'll definitely be continuing on with this. And I do plan on checking out G5 when it comes out. I don't, I don't think it's going to be as great as G4, but because G4 just seems like one of those things that um, it did the art style right. It came out at the right time. Everything about it just clicked together. So I don't think G5 will be as great, but I do think they'll see what worked with G4 and continue on with it. Especially if the rumors about the movie are true, that the movie's gonna tie in G4 into G5. I'm interested to see how that works. Um, so yeah, I am gonna be continuing on, but because it has ended, and despite the fact that a lot of people are gonna be, creating more animation, just fan content for G4, I do want to kind of branch out and check out other stuff as well. Don't really have anything in my sights at the moment, but I do want to look at other stuff. A couple of years back, I did try checking out Gravity Falls, but because that's Disney, I don't really want to do that. And I'm with this one being done. I'm sick of having to redirect all my episodes somewhere else. I'm sure none of you like having to do that, so I don't really plan on doing continuing on with that. I'll just have to watch that on my own time. But yeah, I'll definitely gonna try to find other stuff outside the fandom to check out. Try to branch out a little bit. Uh, what's going on here in the chat? That is something I could try catching up on. Is I know I've fallen out with Equestria Girls, and it's not really that I just kind of got tired of it. It's just uh, I started reacting to some of the like the little mini series, but I felt like I wasn't finding all the episodes or some of it was missing, so I kind of just gave up on that. But you know, I doubt they're gonna have any more movies. I'm pretty sure they just ended it actually, so it'll give me time to go back and try to find it all. Yeah, I mean, if I have to redirect something, I will, but, you know, since this entire season I decided to do the redirect and the webcam only reaction, I'm just burned out with it. Um, I could do reviews. It's interesting that you pointed out, because I have a list of the topics I was going to discuss here. This is going to be the final thing I was going to discuss, but since you brought it up, I'll go ahead and mention it now. Now that I'm kind of changing the channel up slightly, you know, just kind of accommodate me wanting to branch out and stuff. One of the new ideas I'm wanting to do is reviews as well as doing reactions. So I'm not going to be doing episode reviews. I kind of just done with it. You know, I've seen the show, and like I said, I'm still going to be reacting to the Australian Bronies react videos, so I can kind of go back and kind of do my little review on that, you know, a couple year after review. But it's really going to just be from this point or forward. I'll be probably reviewing like you know, just fan content in general. Um, I would like my first one though to be on Remembrance, because I know we're still waiting on episode 9. I know she's been having stuff happen with that's been pushing it back. So, uh, rather than me just jumping straight into it with episode 9, I'll probably be going back through 1 to 8 and kind of do like a story so far type of review. And then by then, hopefully, you know, the episode 9 will be out or will have been out. And then I could just do one episode at a time from there. Just bear in mind, I've never really done a review or anything like that before, so it may take some time before it, you know, gets to decent quality. But I definitely want to try it. That is something. Yeah, I could just watch Gravity Falls myself and do reviews of it. Yeah, that's a good idea. Cartoon Network cartoons work? I don't know, to be honest. I've never really tried it. Music videos, I don't know. I have to think about it. I did consider that a while back, but I really don't know. Because I don't know how the whole YouTube copyright system is with it. I know some would probably just, you know, monetize it for themselves. Some might just straight up get blocked, and I don't like recording videos that I know are just going to get blocked, and, you know, it just feels like a waste of time. So we'll see. Am I still active on Discord? I am somewhat. I don't, you know, I don't bring Discord up until I, you know, actually get on to play games with my roommate or whatever. But I am still on there. The server just, you know, I wasn't really all that active on it myself. I wasn't really keeping up with it, so I just decided to get rid of it. It was something I was wanting to try, but honestly, I've never really been great at running servers or communities or whatever. So it's probably just for now. It's probably just something I'm not going to worry about. All right, later, Rayvon. Thank you so much. Toy reviews? Not really. I mean, I got a couple of toys you can see back there behind me, but that's about those two right there are probably about all I have in terms of toys. Um, yeah, so reviews, that's gonna be something I'm gonna try. And like I said, I'll start with Remembrance and see where we go from there. Um, but yeah, so another, I guess, sort of big change I'm gonna be doing. And a lot of you probably might have already guessed that this was coming. Last few videos, or for kind of a while now, really. You've been you've definitely been seeing a lot less and less of that mask that I've been wearing in that outfit. Um, and the reason for that is I'm just tired of that thing. I'm tired of wearing it. I'm tired of just having to put all that stuff on. I mean, this thing really isn't. It really isn't all that easy to breathe in anyway. Like it's. I mean, especially during the summer, like the AC upstairs in our house isn't really that great, so it does get pretty hot in here, and especially with all this stuff on. So that's why from this point on, moving forward, I'm retiring this. I'm done with it. I'm not gonna wear it anymore. It really just when I come home from work after a 45-minute drive, I really want to record videos, but seeing all this stuff I gotta put on, I just don't feel like doing it. And I was trying to power through it for the rest of the season and just uh, just try to wear it for the rest of it and then get rid of it, but I couldn't even do it. I'm tired of it, so I'm gonna get rid of it. However, um, the whole kind of like bandana or whatever, my LC has it. I don't really want to give it up because I feel like it's unique to me. So, chopping stuff. Um, I'm not entirely giving up the bandana. I got a yellow one here that is supposed to match my redrawn or the redone OC of mine. Which, if I pull it up here, you see it's that guy right there. That's my new OC. I gave him the yellow bandana there. That's kind of my thing. Is I'm switching my whole layout from purple pink to purple yellow. So I'll just be wearing this. It'll just be kind of like tied around my neck, but that's gonna be all I'm gonna be doing for wearing what I wear. I I kind of hate doing it because that's kind of what I started my channel on. That was my whole gimmick, was I was wearing this light up mask. It was cool. Um, but at the same time, when I did it, I really had, I had no idea that I was gonna get to almost 8,000 subscribers. You know, it was just I was doing it for fun. People were telling me that like it's not like a cool, or it's not really considered reacting if I'm wearing a mask because you can't see my face or whatever. But I was like, I didn't care. It was just something that made me stand out, And then I got featured in Tridashi's, one of Tridashi's Friendship is Musical videos, and I kind of took off from there, and then I kept going and going and going. So then I would upgrade the mask to this one and to wearing the jacket that he's been seeing me with, and it's gotten to the point to where, I just feel like it's gonna keep going up now, and I'm kind of gonna try to take this a little bit more seriously now that I see how far I'm going up, and there's only so much. The quality of my audio can only go so high when you got like a little clip on mic within the mask, because like I mean I upgraded the mic that I had in that, and it still didn't sound great. So I feel like at this point it's time I just retire it and stick to using the Yeti. Hell, I'm actually even going to be upgrading the Yeti to the what was it, the ATX 2020, I believe it's called. Gonna do that sometime in the near future. But yeah, I feel like at this point it's just better. I'll be more motivated to actually record videos knowing I don't have to put all that stuff on. And yeah, it definitely made yeah, it definitely made my beard itch. Let's see. I'm still trying to read stuff here in between. Let's see. What about playing games? Basically, gaming. Gimme. I will, have the occasional live stream where I will play some games. Hell, in the next few days, I may go ahead and live streams even a little bit with Modern Warfare coming out. Never really been much of a COD player, but with Modern Warfare being cross-platform, me and my roommate and some of our friends are going to be playing a lot more of it. And I played the beta, and it was a lot of fun, so I'll probably be doing that. But otherwise, I'm not really going to say that I'm going to be live streaming more, because I said that last time, and it's just hasn't happened. I've been, busy with work, and I mean, how that's changing too, because they're having me move stores, so I gotta go somewhere else and figure out how that store works now. So yeah, it's basically just I'll live stream when I feel like it and have time, and I don't know. Hopefully, there's a chance, a small chance, I might be moving, and it will be closer to where I work, but it's not certain yet. But that would give me a bit more time. Let's see. We can still chat. Yeah. I mean, you can still send me direct messages on Discord or whatever. I might not be doing a lot of voice chatting, but on there. But you can definitely send me messages or whatever and talk to you on there. Let's see. What exactly puts me off about having to create redirects? It's not really a problem I have with it, but it's something that I know a lot of other people it don't really like. And from a view perspective, from like how many views I've seen me get between the reactions I've been able to upload versus having to redirect it, I get very little views on the redirect episode themselves. At least from what I'm seeing. Maybe because videos are so short and people probably aren't pushing play. Maybe it's not counting the view. I don't know. But from what I'm seeing, it doesn't really seem to get that much notice. And, I redirect BitChute, and I know some people have issues viewing BitChute, at least from certain devices. I don't know if that's been resolved since then. I'm not sure, but how did I do that? How did I do what? I think I missed something there. Is that the actual real one that has lights? Yes. It's probably not gonna work. I think the battery died on it. Yeah. Oh, nope, there it goes. Hey. Yep, this is the light up one that I've been wearing. I have my other one. I don't know if you can see it. It's right there on the floor. That's my old one that I originally started off with. But yeah, I might get I had this idea of getting this little mannequin, and I'll just have the mask and the jacket and everything that I've been wearing. I'll just have it set up on the mannequin behind me in a view somewhere. But yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's the internet. People are gonna complain about whatever. Let's see. I mean, like I said, if people are viewing the redirects, I won't mind doing it, but you know, it's just I'm seeing view from the view perspective of looking at the views of the video. I'm seeing different stuff, so I don't know. I've heard a while back. I heard something that Amazon is going to be making another version of Twitch that's going to be competing with YouTube. So there'll be like the Twitch streaming service, and then there'll be a separate Twitch style site that's going to be like YouTube, and they're going to compete against them. I don't know when that's supposed to come out. Probably not for a few years, but I'll definitely in the future, if I'm still on here, I'll probably try it out one, see how the copyright works over there, and might just end up moving over there if the copyright system works better. How do you breathe through the mask? I turn into a mouth breather. That's pretty much it. Yeah, this thing has a strip that sits in your nose, and depending on how tight you tighten it, you can't breathe out of your nose at all. So yeah, that's also part of the reason why I'm done with it. Should make a little mask for Twilight back there. What I really need is someone to make me a plush in my LC. That's what I need with the bandana on. Do I upload the redirect first and then your normal reaction? Depends on what we're talking about. Cause what I've been doing with with season 9 episodes was I would upload the webcam only reaction and set it to private, and then I would upload the redirect of my video to BitChute, and I'll leave that until my BitChute video is done uploading and processing. Once that's done, then I'll publish my redirect on YouTube and make the webcam only reaction public at the same exact time. So you got both immediately. But generally, the BitChute video would be uploaded first. Flower crown for Twy. Oh my god. Okay, let me... what else am I going to talk about here? Oh yeah, so... Yeah, so me... kind of part of this, I just showed you my new OC that I'm kind of moving him over to. Kind of going with the bald look, since I generally do. I've been falling behind on shaving my head, but normally I've just been shaving my head off. And I gave him the yellow bandana that I'm going to be wearing as well. But because I'm going to be branching out a little bit from pony content at some point, I've decided I'm also going to be pulling my OC out of a lot of visuals, which is why you probably noticed my profile picture has changed. If you look at my channel art on my channel, I changed that up as well. It includes my pony, but that's going to be about the only place you're going to see my pony. My thumbnails are not going to have my OC in them at all. I'm kind of pulling it out a bit, but I'll probably still use them in some stuff, but you're going to see a lot less of it. But as well as on that channel art, there's a thing that I got listed on there that I'm got sort of an uploading schedule. I'm gonna try this out. I don't know how well I'm gonna keep up with it. I may end up changing days or whatever, but I'm gonna try to upload on certain days. Right now I'm shooting for Monday, Wednesday, and Friday upload. Like I said, I may change that if it doesn't work out, but I think I should be able to do it. So basically, on one of my days off, I just go ahead and record 3 videos and then just render them out as I go along. Like I said, I don't think I have a problem with it, but it's a thing I learned from some of the one of the YouTube panels I went to at BronyCon, that apparently my videos have a better chance of being like promoted through the system if there's a certain like pattern to it, if there's like an uploading pattern, which is why I'm gonna like shoot for having uploading on set days instead of just whenever I'm able to. So we'll see how that works. Hopefully that will kind of boost me up a little bit. Have I thought about doing Let's Plays? I used to when I first started the channel, and I kind of gave up on it. For one, they barely got any views for all the time it took for me to render them out and do it. And I still play games, but I'm not really as big into them as playing video games as I used to be. So I kind of just stopped doing it. Have I reacted for My Little Pony meets Sonic meets? I reacted to a few of them back in the day, but I kind of fell behind on a lot of it. I don't remember what my last one was. Let's see. I'm trying to think. Was there anything else? Talked about that. Yeah. Yeah, I think that in terms of the list, that's about everything that I had that I'm gonna be doing for now. Obviously, there might be some stuff I come up later. Other things I want to, other ideas I want to try or whatever. But yeah, for now it's basically just kind of pulling out of pony content a little bit and trying my hand at reviews. I could. Yeah, that idea of me doing reviews for Gravity Falls, that's that actually might get me doing that. Actually, I have a reason to do it now. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be starting off with the Remembrance first. Yeah, I think that's all I had. So, unless you guys got any other questions, I think that might be it. What was that, about 30 minutes? Yeah, kind of about what I was shooting for anyway, so. Where 6 of the MLP Tombstone songs. I don't remember reacting to Tombstones. Wait. Was that the what was his name? Brony something. What's his name? I know he's been on Brony's React a couple of times. I think I know what you're talking about though. Kind of creepy drawing would you like me to do for you? I don't even know. Yeah, you know the Brony, you know that Brony, the Brony we're talking about. You know him. We all know the Brony. The Brony that did the thing with the ponies. Brony Densport. Yes, that's it. Oh my god. Infinity Train, yes. I reacted to the pilot episode a year or two ago, but I never heard anything about it since then. I wasn't even sure if it went through. came. Yeah, if it actually came out, then yeah, I'll definitely react to that because that was. I have to go back and check it out, but the pilot episode again. Because like I said, it's definitely been a while since I've seen it, but yeah, I remember that being trippy. It was definitely an interesting video. Hell, I may even check out. I definitely want to check out Rick and Morty season 4 whenever that becomes available. But I know I have to be careful with that one because I know a lot of people aren't really able to get their full reactions of it out. They usually just like do like a reaction timer, I think, and every like 30 seconds or so they kind of time jump forward a little bit. Probably also want to do One Punch Man season 2, but I know again the thing with the anime stuff is like that's even harder to get through in terms of the copyright system. So I don't know. Might have to make use of the redirect system again. This is. IIRC. Hmm. I'm trying to think what else have I seen over the garden wall. I've never heard of it. Actually, I'm curious. For those of you who have seen the finale, and without spoiling, really spoiling anything, is anyone upset that we never got to see Blue Blood anymore? Because I feel like he was a wasted character. Alright, yeah, I'll definitely check it out. Yeah, oh, okay. Never heard that before. IIRC. Okay. I gotta go read some of those comics. Oh, maybe that's something I could do is review comics. Because I have a few of the comics on my iPod. Not a whole lot, but I have the Tempest Shadow comics. I got the Nightmare Nights one, where Luna gets Tempest, Capper, and Trixie all together to go uh, rescue Daybreaker. I had what other? I had that series that was kind of like they wanted what did they do? Celestia was going through the mirror into an alternate world where she loved the good version of Sombra in that world. Like that one was very cool. Hey FXZ. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of the comics I gotta get through. A lot of those, a lot of Equestria Girls. I mean, I say I'm gonna be branching out from pony stuff, but there's still plenty of stuff I need to watch. So, we'll definitely see how that goes. But hell, I still gotta sit down and watch Loverstone 5. Hell, I still got the first episode to Princess Trixie Sparkle that I just got sitting in my on my computer for a while now. I just need. I'll probably do that after I do episode 5 of Loverstone. And I still got the last few videos in my request list to get through. That's also another thing. I guess I'll go ahead and touch on that. I mean, it's probably no surprise, but because I used to take requests, and I know for a while now people have been requesting stuff from me, and I've just been very quiet on whether I've accepted them or not. I think it's pretty obvious at this point, but I'll just go ahead and say now I'm not really doing requests anymore. Mainly it's just I don't really have the time to go through all those anymore, and at this point I see enough stuff coming out that I'll just kind of check those out now at the moment. At one point, maybe if I hit a dead zone, I'll go ahead and be like, yo, give me some stuff to watch, but I'm not going to keep it up all the time. And it was a nice thing to have during the early days when I first started, but now I just can't really keep up with it all. I'm still trying to get through that the last few that are on that list there, so. Big Mac and Prince Blue Blood roasting MLP. Oh dear lord. Prince Blue Blood I could definitely see. Big Mac though, what? Interesting. Oh, I guess I'll go ahead and share this. Let me see if I can find it again, though. Kind of a random thing, but I actually just found this morning, and I think it's pretty cool. And it's kind of a limited time thing, but let me get back over here. All right. Okay. So I found this morning. Sophie Scruggs has a thing she's doing where you can pre-order this pin she's doing. It looks like this. It's an actual pin. It's 6 inches long, so it's like the size of it's as long as a dollar bill. It's I think it's what, if I remember right, it's like $50 before the shipping price on top of it, but I thought it was pretty cool. I went ahead and just bought one like just before I started the stream. But I figured I had it up here. I'll go ahead and show it with you guys if you want to go jump on this as well. She's only taking pre-orders up until November 3rd, so got a little bit of time if you want it. Definitely looks cool though. Oh, I'm not really gonna be wearing it on my shirt or anything. I got one of those bags that I got from BronyCon that I'll just keep strapped to for whenever I go to conventions. Which I still, God man, I've been slacking lately. I still got to get the day 4 BronyCon out there so I can at least show also show everything that I got from there. I don't know. It's just one of those things that since I kind of decided to add like a little bit of narration to the vlog, uh, I've been needing to like find a day where like I could sit down and like record narration without the dog barking really loudly, or the roommate playing games next in the room next to me or whatever. It's just gotten a little annoying, but I'll get that last one out eventually. I still gotta get my live reaction to the final Screw Tricks up, but I was trying to wait to see if if they were gonna upload a live reaction. I thought they would, but I haven't seen it yet, so I don't even know if they did one. All right, well, yeah, I don't want to skip the homework. You guys plan on going to any Oh shit, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Man, that sucks. Do you know what happened? I do not have an Instagram. Never really felt the need to jump on that. But yeah, so are any of you planning on going to any conventions next year? Because I'm debating between going to either BabsCon or Sequestria Fest. Though at the moment, I don't even know if I'm going to be going to both because I'm currently trying to save up for a new car. Hoping to get it early next year, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to attend either of those. I might have to wait till 2021. I just end up having to skip out on the conventions next year. Sequestria Fest is in Ocean City, Maryland. It's literally next year is going to be its first year there. It's they're basically starting up to become the new convention in Maryland since BronyCon's done. Um, so that's the one I've been thinking about going to next year, since it's going to be the closer one to me. BabsCon is in California. It's in the San Francisco area, I believe. I actually got the card here. Burlingame, California. But my uncle lives in San Francisco, and when I looked it up, it's about 20 minutes from where he lives, so it's definitely near there. Yeah, aside from BronyCon, I've been to Heroes Con in Charlotte, North Carolina, which is, the state I live in. And I've been to SuperCon in Raleigh, North Carolina as well. Though that name got changed to GalaxyCon because since they got bought by someone else. But that's where I got my Tara Strong signature that I have up there. Let me see if I can get it up in view. Yeah, that one and that one. Tara Strong was there, so I got the plaque with her name on it that she signed, as well as got that signed by her. Yeah, this year was its last year. Though, I really don't know how Because I don't know if you all heard about the news about the pedophile that was working as a volunteer security guard at BronyCon this year, but yeah, when I found out about it afterwards, I was like, I wasn't feeling too great about the fact that I went there. Not really because of the fact that he was there, but for BronyCon's handling of it. Like, they've just been, hell, even now I don't think anyone from the staff have said anything about it, which I know pissed a lot of people off. Actually, what's funny is that because my roommate went with me to that SuperCon when I got Tara Strong to sign it, and he got, because he's now a brony, he got one of the pictures of what was it, Bubbles from Powerpuff Girls, wearing a Darth Vader's helmet. So I think it was either Darth Vader or Bane. I can't remember. And he got her to sign it, and she did the whole like talked as Bubbles while signing it to him, and he fucking loved it. But he's got that framed on his wall in his room. Oh, what are we talking about? Frank goes to Heroes Con every year. Yeah, that's kind of my, because the first time I went was actually again with my roommate and his dad, and apparently his dad's like he's a big comic book collector. He, all the DC and I think it's mainly DC. He might have some. I think he has some Marvel stuff too. But he goes every year, so I went with him for 1 year. I'm gonna probably go with him again this year. I mean, it was interesting, Heroes Con and SuperCon, those are my first official conventions up until I went to BronyCon last year. But I definitely say BronyCon was my favorite. Heroes Con and SuperCon, they're just like, imagine the marketplace in BronyCon, and that's basically all Heroes Con and SuperCon was. It was just giant vendor halls, which isn't bad, but there was definitely a lot more to BronyCon, which I think is why I liked it a whole lot more. Dragon Con, I've definitely heard of that. Hell, I think what's funny is I think the first time I heard about it was when I was in the hospital 2 or 3 years ago. Yeah, I think that might have been the first and last time I've heard of it. Haven't really seen it get advertised since then. I did almost get to go to E3 at one point because my uncle that lives out there. He works as he sets up the hotel rooms for the people that go to those conventions, the vendors and stuff. He sets up where they're gonna stay at. So he usually ends up having like extra rooms that from the ones that had to cancel last minute or whatever. So I almost got to go to that and got tickets to go check out the games there and whatever. But that was gonna be 2018. I decided that like I was gonna rather go to BronyCon instead, which I think was a better choice. I don't know if I really want to stand in like a 2 hour line just to play 30 minutes of gameplay of a game anyway. So. Who's my favorite pony? Flash Sentry. Just because no one else is gonna like him, so I might as well. Gotta support our hated character, man. Yeah, like BronyCon I didn't mind last year when it was like 5,000 people. You know, it's like like it feels great being surrounded by all these people who like the same thing that you do. It's definitely a great feeling. Um, this year's BronyCon though, with like 11,000 people, oh my god, that was too much. And I knew it was gonna be crazy too. That's why I ended up getting the bronze sponsor badge just so I could get into the sponsor lines because I was like, I'm not gonna stand in those long lines. And I feel like it was definitely a smart move, but like it's amazing to me that they didn't real the BronyCon staff didn't realize that because this was gonna be the last one. Uh, they didn't think that there was gonna be they were gonna get so many people over there. Like they ended up reaching like 10,000, and then they seemed like they were so surprised by the fact that they got that many people um, attending that they ended up having to cap it at 11,000. I was like, I don't know what you people expected. I like Fluttershy. When I first started watching the show, she was gonna be my favorite, because of how cute she was. But I think I kind of just grew out of it. Like I still loved her. I still thought she was adorable. But once the kind of cute shyness factor of it wore off on me, I think I started leaning more toward. It ended up becoming the big debate between Rainbow Dash and Applejack, on whichever one I liked more. Um, and then I watched Equestria Girls, and I saw everyone hating on Flash Sentry, so I was like, nah, that's gonna be the one I support. Am I a fan of bad ponies? Yes, I am. My OC was a bad pony. I say was because with my since I changed him up, I revamped it slightly to where he's kind of a mix. He's got the bad pony eyes and ears, but he has Pegasus wings. I kind of like the idea of making him a hybrid, but yes, I do like bad ponies. I don't care what anyone says. Bad ponies are canon. Uh, you can fight me on it, whatever. I'm sticking to it. Derpy is cute. See, it's just my thing. It's like I wanted Derpy to be my favorite character, my favorite pony, but at the same time, I felt like it would have been too obvious. I feel like she's like a lot of people's favorite pony, and I'm usually that one that's like, okay, who's the least favorite character? Okay, that's good. That's the one that's gonna be my favorite. Um, see, that's the thing. Is like to this day, I still don't know if they're canon or not. I mean, I guess it depends on the bad pony we're talking about, because I guess to me, when I say bad pony, I'm talking about Destrals. I guess the other term some people go for. Because obviously you got the bad pony that like Fluttershy turned into, became like the vampire pony or whatever, or that a lot of people like to joke about that old meme of Final Scratch being a vampire or bad pony, I guess, or whatever you want to consider that. I don't know. I don't know what the thing was back then about it. But like I'm talking more like Destrals or what I assumed would have been Luna's guard, Night Guard. Because so far all we've seen is that we saw them. Obviously, the first time we saw them was in season 2 when Luna went to Nightmare Night. It was actually the first time we saw her in her new form, updated form. But then, of course, we saw her in the them again in the season 5 finale when they were time traveling through all the different realities, and it ended up looking like it was just part of an enchantment as soon as RD took her helmet off and we saw she wasn't a bad pony. So I don't know. Some people don't consider him canon. I consider him canon though. No, you're fine, Moonshadow. See, I don't know, like, I liked Chrysalis. I don't like that they took away that little, interesting voice thing that they had going for them and when they were first introduced in season 2, but I liked her character. I'm just trying to, who was my least... honestly, I think Cozy Glow might have been my least favorite villain. Like, she was interesting when... with what they were doing with her in season 8. I just don't know if... It's like, thinking more on it, I don't know if I really would have considered her a great... like, season or series ending villain, you know? It was just so weird for... Just the more I think about it, I'm just like... You had Chrysalis, you had Tyrek, you had Sombra. If he wasn't, so prideful and arrogant and whatever, and thinking he could just do whatever he wanted on his own. You got these 3 powerful villains, and then you got Cozy Glow. Like, I didn't understand that. Even if it was, again, I'm not really gonna say too much, but even if it was just Grogar putting them all with whatever plan he had going on, I don't know, that was just kind of a weird thing for me. Like, for real, Cozy Glow was just was supposed... what was that kid's name? I talked about it before. The little girl's name from Cats Don't Dance. Something Dimple. That's basically who Cozy Glow was, and that's like, I got the reference, but that's all she was great for. I mean, she was a good manipulator, but it's just like, yeah, she didn't really do much of it against Tyrek or Chrysalis. Maybe they're just too wise to it, but I don't know. Darla Dimple, yes. That was a great movie. I need to watch that again. They really just did away with... Speaking of which, they really just did away with Diamond Tiara and Silver Spoon, didn't they? Like, after that Q Mark episode in season 5 where they finally got their Q marks, they just didn't do a damn thing with them anymore. They just became background ponies. I don't know how I felt about that. Batman's baby doll character. I don't think I know... I don't know too much about all the Batman villains. I don't know who the baby doll is. I'll have to look that up. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, it's like again, I love the way the show ended. It felt like I said, it felt like a nice send off. A lot the 3 part finale was just so great. It's just while they did manage to like close off a lot of stuff. I still feel like there's some parts of the show that just never got closed up. You know, it's like I would have liked to see the Diamond Dogs again, but they at least mentioned them, so I'm, somewhat okay with that. I would have liked to see them again, but whatever. We at least got a mention of them, so we know they're still in the world somewhere. Um, like I said, we never saw or heard of Blue Blood again after the season 1 finale. I mean, that's true. Then yeah, that makes sense why we never see Dom and Tiara, those two anymore. All right, see you, Scormy. There we go. All right. Yeah, if you could call them Diamond Dogs, those were some weird looking men. Yeah, it would have been nice to at least hear something about the zebra culture. Definitely didn't touch on that at all. It's probably the only thing they really haven't. Oh, okay. Um, might be the only like race we haven't really focused on, isn't it? Because I mean, we looked at the changelings, we looked at yaks, looked at dragons. I mean, hell, they even made up the Kieran race and gave us a little focus into them. Yeah, here's Sakura, who's been in the show since season 1, and we never even got to look at their culture. Hell, they could have brought in the deer race from the comics into there. I haven't read about them, but I've seen them in the Gamesloft game. Oh, hey, Lego, he's sneaking in the chat. I see you. I did do that actually with my season 9 reactions. I did the. I uploaded 2 versions of it. I did the redirect, and then I did a webcam only react with the episode linked in the description so they can, pull up the episode themselves and sync it up. And if I choose to do any more, any shows, like I said, like Gravity Falls or whatever, I could probably do that for it. But for now, I'm hoping that I just won't have to worry about it for a good while. Now, at least until G5 comes out. That's kind of like the weird thing. It's like I'm sad about G4 ending. But at the same time, I'm happy because I don't have to worry about the episodes getting copyright and blocked anymore. So. Yeah, Buffalo kind of did, but I feel like we did see them once, maybe twice, throughout the show. You know, obviously not focused on, but they at least got shown in the back or something. Man, Fleur, yeah, that was another thing. Like, um, actually, my new OC reference sheet is on my DeviantArt. But yeah, we never even got to see how Flurry Heart looked in the final episode as an adult. I still don't even know if Cadence is tall like Celestia or not. Like, I'm kind of disappointed they didn't even show them. Gave away Rhetoric's brother. He was in the finale though. So I mean, we at least got to see him. To be honest, I'm just super happy we got to see Tempest once in the show. Hell, not even once. We got to see her several times. So in that finale, so I'm happy about that. See, that's the thing though. Like, because I'm hearing a lot of people be like, you know, I hope that G5 will focus on the CMC as adults or the young main six, um, or that they'll focus on Flurry Heart. I don't know. Me personally, I feel like even though they're gonna somehow tie G4 into G5, I feel like it's gonna be like entirely different characters and everything. Yeah, agreed, Scored. Hey, Gamer Plays. No, I gave up on the key mark. Because I upped it. I with my last OC, I uploaded. I updated his old key mark, but even then, I wasn't really all that happy with it, and I just couldn't think of a good key mark to give him. So I just decided with this new one, I just wasn't gonna bother with a key mark. He'll just be a blank flag forever. Blame it on being the bad pony. Like. Well, the thing is that like a lot of reactors like Brony Monster and Blank Check, like they do get hit with the copyright. Like I know their videos get blocked. It's just they appeal it, and I know I could appeal it and have it go through. I just don't like to risk it. That's why I was just okay with doing the webcam only and then redirects. That's it. Still waiting on the screw tricks. Yeah, I actually just mentioned that earlier. I was waiting because I did a live reaction to it when they showed it at BronyCon. I'm waiting for them to upload uh, their live reaction of the crowd or their live crowd reaction of it to their channel. before I upload mine, but I'm guessing at this point they just haven't. They chose not to do a live reaction, I guess. I figured maybe they were just waiting on it for a bit, but I'm guessing it's just they just didn't do one, so I'll probably just upload it anyway. But yeah, what was it? G5? Yeah. But yeah, so like everyone's talking about how like they were hoping it'll be like these characters from G4, and it's gonna like be like focused on them. I'm thinking that like, the movie's gonna like explain how G5, G4 is tied in G5, but like we'll probably be like way into the future of it. So like we're not gonna see any of the characters from G4. They might get mentioned, but I don't think it's gonna be focused on any of them. Especially if all the rumors about it are true about like, at least with how the worlds are gonna work. And again, like I said, it's all rumors based on like, leaks. I don't even know how legit those leaks were or not, so we'll see. I mean, honestly, there's really not a whole lot of preparation to this at all. I mean, now, in terms of getting all the equipment you need, then yeah, depending on the money you have, it might take a bit. Because I wanted to start off somewhat strong, so I went ahead and got like a decent webcam. I got a decent mic. I didn't want to just do the whole record off my cell phone or whatever. I don't like it when people do that. But yeah, other than that, it's just download the video, record yourself watching it, and then edit it together. Fallout 76 poster and dumpster. Yeah, that's pretty much where that game belongs. Am I ever gonna do a second poster that battle with Tempest? Completely honest, Moonshadow, I'm not really sure. Because to be real with you, I've kind of just lost all interest in SFM. I might touch back into it at some point, but I just haven't felt the need to really go into it anymore. Yeah, which is also the thing, like, it's the thing, because, like, if any of you have seen the leaks, or the supposed leaks of G5, we've seen how the new main six are going to look and their ideas for their characters. Which also has me wondering, like, if it is supposed to be, there's supposed to be a relation between the two generations, then I'm like, how are they going to explain that the main six are back? You know? Like, are they just gonna like they're gonna have to explain? They're gonna have to do some explaining on this if they're going that route. But at the same time, I've seen some people mentioning that like, they should just like change it up. Like usually, from what I've seen, it seems like every generation in My Little Pony they keep some of the characters, they reuse them for the main six. Like I want to say Pinkie Pie has almost always been there. Rainbow Dash I think has always almost been there. Let's see, Rarity. I know she wasn't always Rarity, but I think her look was somewhat always there. Twilight was just like a mix of two ponies, I believe. Applejack was always there, but she had like a different look and name every single time. So like they could like just, I think they could just make new characters. Kind of refresh it a little bit. Yeah, agreed, Lego. Like we need a new main six. Like that's just the big thing. Yeah, we'll see Moonshell. Like I mean, like I said, I might touch back into it at some point, but right now I'm just haven't really been feeling it. Yeah. That was the day when I finally watched when I finally uh, worked up the courage to watch the Brownies react to Generation 3, and I saw that bit about Rainbow Dash always dresses in style. I was like, what what have they? I had their reaction to it. Like, what have they done to Rainbow Dash? Episodes that focus on background characters seem like a good idea, like G-Force 100. Yes, but they also need to give it time as well. Because the reason the 100th episode was so great for focusing on the background characters is because they focus on all the characters that the fandom had already been writing fan stories about and making all this stuff up about through all the years, which I think is why that episode worked out so well. So like if they do the same here, where like they go a few seasons into G5, and then once people have time to like write stories for their background characters, then they can go make a episode dedicated to those characters. Then I think that would be good. Oh, thank you, gamer. Appreciate it. Oh, hey, I saw that little Streamlabs things notification going there. I forgot I even had that thing. Yeah. And we'll never hear final talk. Which is probably a good thing. I mean, I know everyone would have raged if it wasn't Jesse's voice, but once I learned that she swapped or he swapped genders, now I don't know if he would have been able to do it anyway. God, yeah. What season is Simpsons in now? Like, isn't that thing? That thing needs to be. That thing just needs to stop. Like, it's like what 22, 23 seasons now or something, like something crazy. Hell, I think SpongeBob is following that route now. Yeah, I just found out that she she's a he now when I went to BronyCon. I mean, heck, the same thing for the head of BronyCon staff when she came out on stage at during the final ceremonies. Found out that because I remember when I went to 2018, it was a she, and then when she came out during the closing ceremonies, she was a he now. I was like, man, everyone's jumping on this. I mean, hey, whatever makes them happy. 31, Jesus Christ. I don't know. It's like I mean, I heard SpongeBob wasn't even that good anymore anyway. Like I remember growing up on that thinking it was super funny, and like now just hear everyone complain that it's just stupid now. Other cons I'm gonna be going to, maybe I'm hoping to go to see Equestria Fest next year, but it'll depend on how my car situation goes. Saving up for a new car. I should have it sometime early next year, but it'll also depend on how much money I have afterward and whether or not I could go. To be honest, I don't even know my car is going to last through the winter. I hope it does. Hey, man. So it's like, I haven't seen it myself, but the thing I heard is that, like, SpongeBob and Patrick would have, like, their, you know, would appear dumb, but then they would have, like, their smart moments. Like, there would be times where, like, oh man, they're actually smarter than they look. And from what I'm hearing lately, they just been flat out stupid. That's just how they portray them. What do I think the stories would be like? What do you mean, like like fan stories? It's like I don't know. I feel like shows like SpongeBob and Simpsons. It's just like they were funny, but they ran too long, and now they're not funny. Which is why I'm glad G4 ended, because I feel like if people got what they wanted, or what some fans got what they wanted of it just continuing on, it just would have gone stale. So, well, it's not really an issue with that, like, there's one specific thing with my car that's broken. It's just, I drive a 1999 Malibu. That thing's like 20 years old now. It's it's got over 310,000 miles on it. That it's not gonna last. It doesn't matter how well you fix it up. It's pretty much done. And really, at this point, it's not just one issue. There's multiple issues with it. So, what do I think the episodes will be like? I don't know. It's gonna be hard to say because I hope they're good, but you know, obviously we're gonna have a whole new team working on it. We're not gonna have Lauren Faust. Um, the original writers that we've been having for the show, I doubt any of them are gonna be sticking to it. So we're gonna have whole new writers. Um, I don't know much about the art studio, Boulder Media. Um, like I don't know what else they've done outside of their the little rainbow mini movie we had a little while ago. But from what I saw in that movie, the art looked great. But yeah, it's really just gonna depend on the writers at this point on if we could get decent writers or not. Hopefully we do. I don't know. Like I said, I'm looking forward to it, but I'm optimistic. I'm kind of like I'm wary of how it's gonna appear, especially with the movie since they're gonna go with the three. I just don't know how I feel about them making the movie in a 3D animation style and then swapping into cartoon for the show. Like that's an odd move for me. Well, I mean, I guess money wise it's not because it is cheaper to do 3D animation. And if the My Little Pony movie didn't do so well, then they probably want to make it go the cheaper route. But still, I don't know how I feel about that one. But yep, 310,000 miles. That I mean, I can't complain. That car. I mean, even with all the issues I'm just now getting, I just now started getting these issues. This thing ran for a good long while, so I can't complain about it at all. Yeah, the God, what was it called? Rainbow Road Trip. That movie. Yeah, Boulder Media did that. Uh, Foster's Home. Yeah, I've never watched that. Danger Mouse. Haven't heard of that. Yeah, I really don't know much of anything about Boulder other than that movie. Yeah, I know. It's like everyone's like, "Oh, we gotta do 3D because that's the cheaper route." It's like, sure, I get it, but like 2D animation is, you know, there's people who like that. It's cool. It's I don't know. I definitely miss it. Hell, I don't even care if they're like, let's do a 2D animation with some 3D kind of mixed into it. Like, if that's what helps gets it out, gets us a 2D animation movie, then whatever. Nah, I think Foster was kind of like past the time where I was kind of moving out of those cartoon shows and then focusing more into like Fresh Prince of Bel Air and stuff like that. For coverage, I use Progressive. Not spending too much on it for coverage. I mean, for at least for what I'm making, I'm not spending too much. It actually went down a lot since I first got it, so got the insurance, so definitely doing all right with it. Close that down. All right. Okay, is there anything else? I try to think of everything. And it's like I would love to talk about the finale a little bit more, but I know there's a lot of people who still haven't even caught up with through season 9, so I don't want to spoil a lot about it. No, I mean, like I said, you're fine. Like, you know, honestly, I'm trying not to fix the car because as soon as I get a new car, I'm just scrapping that thing anyway. So I figure the less money I have to spend on that thing, the better. All right, later, man. Yeah, I'm probably gonna wrap it up soon anyway. I've already talked about everything I need to, and this. Am I about to run up to 2 hours? Seriously? Holy crap. Feels like only about 30 minutes ago I said I said it's already been running for 30 minutes. And instead it's been almost 2 hours. My god. That can't be right. No, hold on. So this thing says I've been live for an hour and 50 minutes. It's 9:30 for me. I started at 8. I am so confused. Alright, well. Yeah, apparently. Well, anyway, so yeah, my first attempt at reviews will be doing a kind of story so far with Ashley's Remembrance series. No, I live in North Carolina. Yeah, you're right. I immediately forgot I did the little countdown. All right. But yeah, so what was I talking about? Remembrance review. That'll probably be the first one I do. I don't know when I'm gonna get it out because I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch all the episodes and write everything down. Uh, I'll probably end up having to split it into 2 parts though, since you know it's 8 episodes. It depends on how long it takes for me to get through it, but most likely it'll be a 2-parter. Um, but yeah, that'll be my first one. Try to get that out as soon as I can. Whenever I have time to work on it, we'll see how that goes. But yeah, for now I'm going to continue focusing into pony reactions, but then at some point I will branch out into other things and try to check out some stuff outside fandom. Hell, may even look into like some uh, fan content for Warriors. That used to be a thing, a series I used to be big into. Alright, Moonshadow. Yeah, I got that. Yep, so that should... Yeah, that should do for about everything that I want to talk about. If there's anything else I forgot to mention, I'll probably make a community post about it and Twitter post or whatever to cover it. So, yeah, that's what I plan on doing with the channel now. Hopefully go well, pull some more people in, and yeah, basically this is just how it's gonna be until 1 to 2 years from now when G5 comes out. So thank you everyone who's been with me throughout the last few years of G4. It's been a fun ride, and hopefully it will continue to be fun. Hopefully you guys will continue sticking by me as we go through this. Sure, most of you will. Definitely look forward to see how it's going to go from here on out. So thanks for stopping by, chatting with me, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take it easy.